This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this car. It is a 2009 Toyota Matrix, front-wheel drive. It's an automatic, has 107,681 miles on it. It was a dealer trade-in to the Larry Miller Group. We bought it from them. They can't sell any of their trade-ins on their used car places with over 100,000 miles, and this one's just barely over, so they can't keep it, which is great for us. I have a little soft spot for Matrix. I had one that I bought in 03 with 34,000 miles and sold it with 130. It was my driver for 7 years. Silver, exactly this car, just an older one. Greatest car I ever owned. All right, and my brother gave it away. He sold it way too cheap. Out from under me. I show up and it's sold, and now it's in Phoenix. Never heard from those people again because they loved it, and a little bitter. Anyway, I told him I would remind him of that in this video, so I just did. Anyway, great car. You'll see that we bought a brand new hood for it. I'll show you the hood over there that we took off it. It had a little ding on top of it, and I just didn't like it. And who knows, it may end up at my house for the next 7 years, so I wanted it to be right. So we bought a hood and had the hood painted, just the hood. We also, when we get here, we do an inspection. This is what it looks like. It got 4 brand new tires, also just in case it's mine forever. A new windshield, because it had a crack in it. Rear brake pads, and a new battery. That's what I got. I'm gonna walk you around these things. I consider myself to be an expert on the subject. Anyway, brand new tires. This bumper cover, sometimes at some point somebody bumped into something and broke the clip there. We're not going to deal with that. It doesn't really matter. It's on securely and whatever. This is a people mover. It's a great car for what I used it for, which was 2 kids and myself, 2 small kids. If you have kids under 12, you can put tons of gear in the back. The seats fold forward and in and out really quickly. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Little touch-up spot right here. A couple of just look at the gallery. My brother's going to take pictures of this thing. Cosmetically, I think it's a pretty good-looking car, but I mean, it's got nicks and dings. It's been used. Probably the way I used it. Lots of Disneyland trips, lots of mall trips. Not too worried about parking correctly, so door dings and stuff is what happened to mine. Next, the one that he gave away. I'll just cut to the chase. Anyway, this is what it looks like with the seats folded forward, and you could put 4 full-size wheels in the back of one of these things, truck wheels. That's how big it is back there. I've done it. Here's the Kelley Blue Book on it. 107,000 miles. Suggested retail price is $7,700. I can almost guarantee you that we're probably going to put this in for about $89,000, and it's going to sell for probably $8,000 to $8,500, and if it never sells, that would be fine with me. These are great cars, and I'm not going to give this one away. I've been trying to buy one for years to make up for his stealing mine and selling it. Anyway, there's your Carfax. Precision Toyota's been an Arizona car. And for some reason they started servicing it after the warranty expired at Tucson Volkswagen, which I don't know why. Probably because it's about the easiest car in the world to service. If you ever need to replace anything in this car, like motors, trannies, they're very inexpensive. And you can do them in an afternoon at your house with a couple basic tools. It's pretty neat. All right, let's see. I'm going to start this car. I'll go under the hood. Okay. Show you the. Let's see if I can get my phone in there. There's your miles. All right. There's your whole cluster. All right. Let me open up the hood. Just show you under the hood real quick. Alright, here you go. Like I said, we replaced the hood, which I'll just show. I'll go over there and show you the ding. I forgot to do that already. New battery. Like I said, if you ever have to replace the motor, you can buy them for $300 or $400. I mean, and honestly, you could do them. You could probably replace them in a couple minutes. I mean, a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. They're not that hard to do. And they're really hard to break. So I don't think you'll ever need to do a motor, but I always think worst case scenario when I'm buying a car, and you should too. So that would be worst case scenario, is needing a motor. And this one doesn't need a motor. But that's the answer to the question, how much would it be? All right. These seats like this. Before I go to the other door, I'll show you the hood. It had a ding right here on the hood. Someone had touched up. It just looked like that, which is not, for the hood and a really good paint on the hood. We just had our painter paint the hood off the car and then put it on. Looks fine. Actually looks great. There's that. All right. Driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Door locks. There you go. Oh, all right. Get a seatbelt on. Let's see. Tilt wheel is right here, right there. Go up, go down and up like that. And then you lock it. Boom. Cruise control's right here. There's your cruise control on and off, right there. Let's see, air conditioning, and it's hot and humid right now, and it's blowing ice cold. There you go, now you can hear me. Radio. VIP. Alright, so all that works. CD player. There's your lights up overhead. Boom. There you go. Alright, let's go for a ride. This thing's being sold on a clear title. It was a dealer traded to Larry Miller Group. The title itself that we would get for it, that we already have for it, will be in the ad. Just click on it so you can look at that. I showed you the Carfax, showed you the Kelly Blue Book, and told you how much it's really going to sell for. Very rarely will cars sell for more than Kelly, but these do. A lot of diesel trucks do, and these do. So I would be very surprised if it sold for less than 77, but I guess it's possible. You could try. And if it does, it does. We don't hold on to vehicles long. If we're overpriced, then the market will tell us that, and price will drop. What else? If you come to Tucson and drive it home, which you're welcome to do, this would be a great car to drive home in, with the new tires and everything, you will pay tax and dock fee. Dock fee is $250. Tax is 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come here to take it home, you'll pay your state tax rate plus our city tax of 2.1 and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're paying is agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill out the title with your name and address, sign it off to you, notarize it, scan all that into your online file. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it to you. We mail it to you, and you have the vehicle shipped to you. You'll have the title before you get the car, about 99% of the time. And you'll just take the car and the title down to Motor Vehicles, get your own plate, wherever it gets shipped to. Very simple. Deposit's $500. Once we receive a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale. I know this car is going to go quickly, and people are going to say, it's overpriced, and blah, 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 and it'll sell. Trust me. I paid too much for it, in my opinion, to buy it. They're just that hard to buy because of what they are. Because of what you can do with them, in and out, full seats. It's just a really cool car to own. So please get your deposit in. This is one of those. It's not like one of 47 that we have. They're very hard to get, and good ones are really hard to get. And just make sure you got your credit card ready to go with the deposit, because if you don't, somebody else probably will, and you'll get beat out. You will spend an hour of your life checking this car out, watching the videos and everything, and get beat because you're slow with the deposit, which has happened several times lately. Warranty speech. It's 107,000 mile 09. It's out of warranty by Toyota standards by many miles and many years. If they could have given it a 10-year, 200,000 mile warranty, they would have. They didn't, because they didn't know what would happen to it after that many miles or years. Okay, it's a Toyota. I know what's going to happen. It's going to run forever. Change the oil. Change the oil and drive it like a human being, not like you're a bank robber, and it'll go forever. And I can tell you they get unbelievable gas mileage. I don't know what this exact one gets, but on my 03 with the same motor, it had a 13-gallon tank, and I would go, gosh, I went from Tucson to Long Beach, which is 500 miles on one tank. So you do the math there. A lot. A lot of miles per gallon. 500 miles on 13 gallons. Now in the city, I think I probably got, I know what I got, 320 miles out of a tank. So I'm sure this is similar, probably a little bit better, because they probably got a little more efficient. Anyway, this is a really nice car. Please make sure, though, that you realize that we are not going to write a check for anything. If something breaks the day you get it, you're writing a check for it. We are not catering to people who need to be babysat. Our model here is to give you tons of information, and that way these videos and the ads and the pictures will find the right buyer. We can sell this thing 50 times a day, but really we kind of are looking for the buyer, the correct buyer for our vehicles, who understands that they're not going to get a check if something's broken. That's what we're looking for. Okay, we're not looking for babies. We're looking for adults who realize this is a 107,000 mile car and something's going to break eventually. Personally, I hope this doesn't sell, because I know where it's going after this video. It's going to my house. I'm going to drive it for a couple days. It'll probably sell by, within 3 or 4 days, and I'll be bummed, and I'll be back in the Acura, which is a great car, but this is way more convenient. Anyway, so there's a little bit of risk because it's used, but I say this about every vehicle in our inventory, all these vehicles, I say that about. But honestly, the risk factor on this car is lower than any car on this property because of what it is. And worst case scenario factor is like almost nothing also, because worst case scenario is very inexpensive also. So anyway, that's what I know about this car. I'm done pontificating. If you want it, make sure you get your deposit in quickly, and make sure that you go through all the pictures. The gallery will be probably 50 or 60 pictures, and you will be able to click on a little magnifying glass. It'll allow you to zoom in on whatever you see. Please use that. There should be no mysteries here at all. It should be very easy to buy this vehicle. You're getting more information here than you would get in person looking at the car and driving it yourself. This is pretty simple. All right? Thank you for your time.